What's going on? Still on my endeavor to change some lives this summer, but the topic that I am going to speak about today is telling your own story and writing your own story. Now, I stress that whatever profession or career or dream you aspire to have, you must be able to tell your own story. Your story is your own unique situation, obstacles, hurdles, miracles that you've been through and that you overcome. And the reason you tell stories so other people can relate to it, because if you got through it, if you did it, then they'll know that they can do it. And most people can relate to pain as opposed to success because everyone goes through it. Not everyone is successful, but everyone goes through pain in order to get through that success. So I am adamant about creating your own story and telling it. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna tell you my story in like 2 minutes. All right, short version. Mother came in from Haiti in the '80s, and I had a spouse, whatever the case is, a boyfriend, and they got down with the get down, and unexpectedly, bang, pregnant. Now they weren't really seeing eye to eye. Abortion came up, this, that, and the third. But my mother was like, "Nah, I'm keeping it, whatever." So for father went on a hiatus for a couple years, whatever the case is. 9 months went by. It's time for me to be due, and I'm still there, still in there. Big ass head won't get through, whatever the case is. But yeah, and I wasn't able to give birth. Mad complications to the point that me and my mother reached the brink of death. That it was either we were both going to make it or we both weren't going to make it. There wasn't any other way. But then through the grace of God, a miracle happened and I was able to be born and my mother was able to still be alive. Now, granted, my mother didn't tell me this story until I was like 16. So she told me that and I was like, "Oh wow." So then it hit me that I'm here for a reason. Like I'm supposed to be dead. I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm here for a reason. Now the next goal is, so what is that reason? Why am I here? What destiny or prophecy am I supposed to fulfill? And after that, I reached 17, senior in high school, Seton Hall Prep, go Pirates. That's when I reached my turning point because I had the grades, this, that, and the third. Everyone's going to college. You know the whole dream in America. You go to college, get on that job, stay on that job, 401k, pension, blah, 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 and get your nice little house and wait for retirement. You know that whole plan. So I'm like, that's what we've been taught. So I didn't know anything else different. So as that went along, colleges come out, all these applications, fill them out, da 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 da, and I filled them out, and I got all these acceptances. But financially, I wasn't able to attend most of these colleges. Now, throughout my youth, my mother, all she did was work. Being raising me as a single mom, all she did was work, 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 work. So that's all I knew. So I got one job, two jobs, three jobs, whatever the case is. But the fact that I couldn't go to the college that I want to because there wasn't enough money, I was like, that hit me. It was to a point that throughout the latter years of my senior year, I would drive to the car. I mean, I would be driven to school, and it'd be raining inside the car. I'd be breaking down and crying because I'm like, and mind you, my mother didn't even know what was going on. I held it in for so long. I didn't know where I was going. It absolutely bothers me not to know where I'm going. And at that point, I didn't know where I was going in life. So that's where I reached a turning point. I asked God, and asking ye shall receive. Next thing you know, I started attracting different things, different people into my life because I knew I wanted better and I knew that I was here for a reason and I had to fulfill it. So I'd say summer '07 is when that turning point. I hit the climax. I started attracting all these people. Next thing you know, I'm attracting all these business like entrepreneurs, and and the energy, the synergy, it attracted me too. So next thing you know, I started my own business, and I've been grinding ever since. And I saw one thing, that the potential of money that could be made in a month was the exact amount of money that was the tuition for a year of the colleges that me and my mother couldn't afford to go to at the time. So, opportunity knocks, but when it knocks, you gotta open the door. So, that's my story, 2 second style. But you have to be able to tell your own story. It doesn't matter what profession you in, whether it's sales, photography, making videos, sports. You got to be able to tell your own story. You have to. People relate to your story. People will always relate to your story. And one more thing, you have to be able to, as Mother Teresa said, take the pencil from the hand of God and be able to write and rewrite your own story. If things aren't going the way that you want them to now, write your own story. You are your own creator. God created us in his image so that now we have the ability to create our own world with the images that we hold in our head. You are what you think about. I'll probably say that. That's probably the main theme in every single one of these videos. Your thoughts will create your life. Your life is a physical manifestation of the thoughts that go on throughout your head. So write your own story. Take a pencil. I challenge you. Take a pencil now and write how you want your life out to be. And every day, if you don't like it, rewrite it. You have that ability, but you must believe in the story that you write about yourself. Because people will live the life of the story that they believe about themselves. And it's a proven fact. So I challenge y'all, write your own story. Be able to tell your own story so people can relate to you. And you'll be able to move and influence people if you are able to create and, tell your own story. I mean, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. So you have to be passionate, you have to be serious, you have to be enthusiastic, and you have to be serious about your own story because you're serious about whatever dream you're trying to accomplish. And be able to rewrite your own story. Take that pencil, take a piece of paper, and write your own story. Write how you want your life out to be. Write how you want every single little detail because you too are the creator of your own life. So I hope y'all take that to heat, get it popping. Happy 4th of July weekend. Any barbecues, anything like that. And I mean, I'll write a story about how you were such a great hostess and how you hospitable and all that good stuff. But I mean, happy 4th of July. Write your own story. Tell people your story. And be blessed. Just got to make it.
Shawty, shawty, all I got is $1 and my dream is you gonna roll with me. You see, I try to 9 to 5 and it just don't fit me.
Juicy.